me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else.
Well, good morning. Down here in the magical and mighty River Ribble once more. What a beautiful morning it is. Mist coming up off the water with a glorious sunrise. Fantastic. So I'm out doing a little bit of rolling meat and trotting meat. So I've got my float rod out. I'm just going to have some fun. Let's see if I can catch some barbel and some chub. Happy days.
My hand. Let's find something new. Me and you.
Well, one thing's for sure is I'm definitely not blanking today. Fortunately, I'm not catching the barbel and the chub that I want to catch. I'm catching clunking great big eels. You want to see them? I don't know if they're they're not massive, but they're maybe £2. I'll show you one of them. This isn't the biggest one I've had. This is a decent eel. There it's tying itself in knots, as eels always do. And that's off, brilliant. See, I'm using barbless hooks, so I thought I might encounter eels because it's just the time of the year. But I'm using big, massive, clunking chunks of meat. But it doesn't deter these eels at all. And if you've got to strike really early. So about 3 of them. Look at that slime. They're slimy buggers. But anyway, I can retie that there, because if you get any kinks or if the eels twisted your line, you're better off just retying the hook length and carry on. But what I think I'll do is, because I'm getting too many eels in this spot, is I'll move a bit further downstream to where I know the barbel and the chub are always lying up. So that's what we're going to do. Just to give you a clue as to the size of some of the eels I've been catching here today. There's the size of that big net. It's a big barbel net. And look at the length of this. Absolutely huge. The head on it. That's a proper eel. Proper eel. Absolutely gorgeous. Specimen size. Look at that. Massive. Right, let's return it back into the water. Down into the weed. Perfect. After having all those eels, and it was non-stop action on the float for the eels, I've decided that the barbel are going to be probably, as it's getting lighter now, mist starting to clear, the barbel are going to be shoaled together in the deep pockets of the river. Therefore, I'm going to knock on their front door, if you like. I'm going to put a bait right in to their lair. I'm going to hold it there. So the best way to do that is to remove the float, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trot a piece of meat down into the lair and hold it there. If you can see there, I've got a long line of stots on there, a bit like a bath chain really. But that there, I've bunched them all together. That's bulked down near the hook, and I've used a heavier hook as well, because I'm not using any other weight on the line at all. It's almost like a free line setup this really. And these hooks are very sharp, long shank, so I can get a bigger piece of meat on, because that weight is going to be needed for an extra large piece of meat. Heavier hook, bulk shot. Going to hold the rod in my hand, knock on their front door, and see if Mr. Barbel or Mr. Chub's at home. Well, now that's enough talking about it. Let's put it into action. Happy days. Well, what a beauty. What an absolute beauty. A lovely, and I think it's the biggest one of the season so far. A lovely £5 on the nose River Ribble chub. And look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. It's very lively, but hardly a scale wrong on it. Look at this. Look at that beautiful fish. Absolutely stunning. Let's get a bit of a closer look at her. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Right, time to get this one back into the Ribble and see if I can catch another one of these or even a barbel. But eventually, after getting through all those eels, it's all starting to pay off. Happy days. So no sooner had I put that chub back in, I went straight back out to the same pool. I had one cast and I was into another beautiful, immaculate chub, and I almost thought it was the same fish. I thought that looks like the same fish, same dark complexion and a bit of a blind eye on that eye. And then I weighed it and it was 2 ounces heavier, which shocked me a bit because I thought it was a wee bit smaller than the first one. But £5, 2 ounces. Well, I couldn't resist one more chuck down at the bridge here. No barbel today, some lovely chub, and just to top it all off, this gorgeous little specimen here. I'm fishing in about 10 inches of water, but I knew that there's some rapids further down here, and as them rapids start, there's a small pool of about 10 inch, but I know that that's a holding spot for small chub like this, and they're just mint. They're just lovely to fish for. So it's lovely to catch a fish like that, isn't it? Gorgeous, beautiful. Right, let's put it straight back in and let it have its freedom. Well, I think that's a wrap. Look at that lovely sky, starting to cloud over now. Might even come down later on after tea and see if I can get myself a barbel, because I'm barbelless and I'm using barbless hooks. Thank you very much for watching. Tight lines, enjoy your own fishing, and happy days. Let's see you back down on the magical and mighty River Ribble. Come and say hello, and hopefully we'll catch the fish of our dreams.